Welcome back. Today in We Driving into the Future, and today, we're diving into something unexpected, nostalgic, and entirely fascinating: the return of a true automotive legend. The Citroën 2CV, one of the most iconic cars in European history, may be making a comeback, and it could happen as early as 2026. That's right. The car affectionately known as the Tin Snail could soon be crawling its way back into showrooms. But this time, it won't be powered by a tiny air-cooled two-cylinder engine. Instead, imagine it reborn as a lightweight, all-electric city car designed for the modern world. Quirky, clever, and affordable, just like the original. The original Citroën 2CV debuted all the way back in 1948. It was designed to help rural French farmers transition into the age of the automobile. Simple to drive, cheap to maintain, and even capable of crossing a plowed field with a basket of eggs in the backseat without breaking a single one. Between 1948 and 1990, Citroën sold over 3.8 million units, making it one of the most successful and beloved cars of the 20th century. Fast forward to 2025, and whispers are swirling. Reports, renderings, and interviews suggest that Citroën might actually be preparing for the 2CV's return, at this time as an affordable electric vehicle that sits between the ME and the C3. While nothing is confirmed just yet, insiders suggest that design teams within Stellantis, Citroën's parent company, are actively working on early design concepts. So, what would a 2026 Citroën 2CV actually look like? The concept, according to various automotive design leaks and renderings, is all about simplicity and character. The proportions would remain small, with that familiar rounded roofline, minimal bodywork, exposed wheel arches, and cheerful headlights. But it wouldn't just be a carbon copy of the past. Instead, designers are imagining it through a futuristic lens, blending retro design cues with today's tech. We're talking flush LED headlights, a clean front fascia, smooth lines, and an optional rollback fabric roof, a nod to the soft-top design of the original. The wheels would be small but distinct, possibly with custom hubcaps that mimic the steel simplicity of the 1940s model. The door handles might disappear entirely, replaced by touch-sensitive pads or smart entry systems. Inside, the cabin would keep things minimalist, just like the old days, but smarter. Think recycled materials, a digital instrument cluster, a floating infotainment display, and smartphone integration as standard. Citroën has a track record of doing interiors differently. The C4 and ME both show a taste for creativity, and a reborn 2CV would definitely carry that philosophy forward. But the big story isn't just the looks, it's the electric powertrain. The rumored plan is for the 2026 Citroën 2CV to use the smart car platform from Stellantis, a platform designed to be low cost, lightweight, and perfect for urban EVs. Expect front-wheel drive, a compact battery pack, and modest performance, aimed more at efficiency and affordability than raw power. Projected specs might include a range of 200 to 250 kilometers, or about 125 to 155 miles on a full charge, perfect for daily commutes, school runs, and city adventures. Charging could be handled via a standard home plug or public chargers, with fast charging reserved for higher trims. The power output is expected to be modest, likely somewhere around 40 to 60 horsepower. But remember, this is about charm and practicality, not track performance. What matters is that it's zippy, nimble, and fun to drive in tight urban spaces. Pricing is where things get even more interesting. Citroën is reportedly targeting a price point between $10,000 and $20,000, or roughly $11,000 to $22,000, depending on options and market. That would put it squarely in the affordable F segment, making it more accessible than most current electric cars on the market today. And if that price range holds, the 2CV could become one of the most affordable Fs in Europe, possibly undercutting rivals like the Dacia Spring, Fiat Panda F, or even Citroën's own AMI A, especially if it offers a more traditional car format with doors, seats, and safety features that make it more versatile. Speaking of the AMI A, it's important to understand how that little quadricycle plays into this potential 2CV revival. The AMI was never meant to be a mainstream car. It was designed to be ultra-light, simple, and legally classified as a light electric vehicle in Europe. That means no license required in some regions, a very low top speed, and a super minimalist design. But the AMI proved there's demand for ultra-cheap, quirky electric mobility. The 2CV, however, would step up, bringing more comfort, better performance, and highway capability, while still embracing that car for the people philosophy. So, will Citroën really bring the 2CV back? Officially, Citroën has stayed cautious. Their CEO, Thierry Coscas, recently said that while Citroën has no plan to go retro with its entire lineup, they might make one exception, and everyone knows what that one exception could be. In interviews, he emphasized that heritage is strong, and the 2CV still resonates with millions. But at the same time, the brand wants to move forward, not live in the past. So, if a new 2CV does come, expect it to reinterpret the original, not copy it. In fact, some rumors say the car could launch in 2028. To coincide with the 80th anniversary of the original prototype. That timing would give Citroën time to finish development, test the market, and build a car that honors the original's legacy while staying competitive in a rapidly evolving F landscape. Another fascinating idea is customization. Citroën could offer the new 2CV in modular forms, maybe with removable roof panels, funky color options, or configurable interiors. That would tap into younger buyers looking for personality and flexibility in their daily drive, or rather same buyers who love the Mini or Fiat 500, but want something electric and affordable. Of course, there's a risk here. Some Citroën fans worry that a modern 2CV might become over-designed or overpriced, losing the very charm that made the original so special. The key to success will be restraint, keeping the car light, simple, charming, and affordable. One concept that totally throws tradition out the window is the 2CV Black Sapphire, a design study by Eduardo Benz. This vision shows a futuristic, luxury take on the 2CV with sculpted LEDs, a gold-accented interior, and a hybrid powertrain. It's bold, beautiful, and dramatic, but probably too far from the simplicity of the original to be the basis for a production model. In contrast, other renders like those by Avavari or Anka World imagine the 2CV with more realistic proportions and features. These interpretations stick closer to the original's spirit, humble, practical, and people-friendly. If Citroën does decide to greenlight this project, they'll likely draw inspiration from these more grounded visions. In the end, the idea of a 2026 or 2028 Citroën 2CV is more than just a design exercise. It's about reconnecting with what made cars like this special in the first place. Mobility for all, joyful, quirky design, a focus on the essentials. In a world where Fs are getting bigger, heavier, and more expensive, maybe the answer is to go small, go light, and go back to basics, just like the 2CV did nearly 80 years ago. So here's the big question for you: would you drive a modern electric 2CV? Do you think Citroën should bring it back, or should some legends be left untouched? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned to Car Craze for more dives into the past, present, and future of the world's most fascinating cars. Thanks for watching.